Sorry for the roast, but how can you sum up the game?
I think for tonight, I don't want to talk about the game. I more want to talk about what happened outside the pitch, because FIFA and CAF, they always talk about developing the game, fair play, which I think is very good. In Tanzania, we have the nice word karibu when we welcome a team and our guests, and we try to make the stay comfortable. We try to make them happy. And I can tell you very shortly that our stay in Madagascar, it was not a karibu. When we landed in Madagascar, they would not open the door to the flight. First, after 75 minutes, they opened the door, and from that moment, they continue to disturb us all the way.
So the environment were not friendly.
No, it was very unfriendly, and as you know, before we left Tanzania, we was all doing a COVID test, and all was negative. When we come to Madagascar, we do another COVID test, and suddenly a number of players were positive. And why was it the goalkeeper, our captain, and central defender? So we went to the laboratory with the players, made a new test, a PCR test and a rapid test, and we have the proof. It was negative. So we have to ask the Madagascar Football Association and the people at the official people, what is this about? End of the day, before we started the game, Madagascar was last in the group. When we finished the game, Madagascar was still last in the group. So for me, I don't understand why Madagascar Football Association and official, they are behaving like this, because as I started to say, FIFA and CAF are talking about developing the game and to be fair play. And I know there will be a strong case against Madagascar from Tanzania about this. And I really hope that Madagascar will be punished by FIFA and CAF, because in African football, we need to say enough is enough. Let us have a fair play on the pitch, and let's have a fair play outside the pitch. So it has been a very demanding trip. End of the day, we managed to get a draw, and that was 3 out of 3 times in the World Cup qualifiers that we managed to get the point away. But for me, I'm not so focused on the game today. I'm very much focused on what happened from the moment we landed in Madagascar to the moment we left, that they tried to disturb us in all possible way, and to take 3 key players out of the start line just before we have to play the game. I think this have nothing to do with fair play and developing the game. So let's hope that the FIFA, CAF, they take a strong action, which I believe they will do, against Madagascar Football Association. Yes. Thank you so much.
Coach.
Sorry, what you see, what's your advice for soccer?
Yeah, I think it's very much about leadership, because the leadership of Madagascar Federation and our official today, I think they were not behaving like CAF and FIFA they wanted to be. So I think it's very much about the leadership. I cannot blame the player from Madagascar and so on. But there must be someone also from the technical side of Madagascar who have told the laboratory people, take this player. Because why they choose the goalkeeper and they chose our captain and one more? It's not an accident. I don't think so. So I have to ask why. And end of the day, Madagascar, they were last of the group. And when we have finished the game, they were still last of the group. So I don't understand they behave like this. And it's not very good for the development of African football, Madagascar football especially. So let's hope they will be warned against that. Thank you very much.